In Jurassic Park, when Gennaro arrives at the mining site, Rostaño says,
Puesto 1,000 pesos que se cae.
which translates to, I've got 1,000 pesos, saying he falls. Moments later, Gennaro trips and falls, which was completely unscripted, but since it fits the scene, the director kept it in. In The Mummy, the moment where Benny loads a camel with gold and it refuses to move wasn't planned. The camel just wouldn't budge when Kevin O'Connor tried to lead it, something that reportedly happened to him more than once during filming. In The Bourne Identity, there's a shot where Jason Bourne is supposed to vanish from view, but if you look closely, you can actually see Matt Damon sprinting and ducking behind a moving car to get out of the frame. In Office Space, David Herman's PC load letter line was totally genuine. He was actually confused by the printer's error message during the take, got distracted from his real line, and blurted out what ended up in the final film.
PC load letter? What the f does that mean?
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
In The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, during Gandalf's visit to Bag End, Ian McKellen expected to bump into the low-hanging lanterns, but when he turned and accidentally smacked his head on a ceiling beam, that part was completely unplanned. It looked natural and pretty funny, so they kept it in the final cut. In Avengers Infinity War, Chadwick Boseman was hilariously interrupted by a goat on set, though the moment didn't make the final cut.
Okay, now you are going too far now.
In There's Something About Mary, when Ben Stiller is being loaded into the ambulance, the paramedics accidentally drop the stretcher as they're lifting it into the vehicle. That wasn't staged at all. It was a real mistake that ended up staying in the movie.
Ted! You are mad fighting!
In Life, there's a scene where the warden loses it after learning his grandchild is half black and demands to know who the father is. Several inmates jokingly step forward claiming to be the dad, but Bernie Mac steals the moment by yelling,
Out of Pepe!
That hilarious line wasn't in the script at all. It was completely improvised by Mac. In Almost Famous, when Penny Lane invites William to go to Morocco, he first says yes, then follows it with,
Do you want to come?
Yes.
You sure?
Ask me again.
That second line wasn't scripted. Patrick Fugit was actually asking Kate Hudson to repeat her line so he could try his response again for another take. Cameron Crowe liked how natural it felt, so he left it in the final film.
Ask me again.
Do you want to come?
Yes, yes.
In Anger Management during the fight with Arnie, Buddy grabs Dave and pulls him off, but then Jack Nicholson accidentally stumbles backward and falls to the ground. A funny little slip that wasn't planned.
Sorry.
In The Exorcist, the moment Reagan vomits on Father Karras was meant to hit his chest, but the tubing misfired and blasted him in the face instead. His disgusted reaction while wiping it off was completely real, because he wasn't expecting it. In Thunderball, during the Junkanoo parade chase, a random dog wandered into the shot and started peeing. The director liked the natural moment and chose to keep it instead of reshooting. In This Is the End, Michael Cera asked Rihanna if he could really slap her butt for the scene. She agreed, but only on the condition that she could slap him even harder in the face.
That's not cool.
Don't touch my phone.
Michael, that's not cool, man.
Come, Jason, we're playing a game, man.
In Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, during the dance routine, one of the dancers accidentally bumped into Jane Russell and sent her falling into the pool. The slip wasn't planned, but it looked so good on camera that they kept it in. The dancer was later fired for pretending the move was intentional. In The Hateful Eight, a costly mistake happened on set. Kurt Russell had a scene where he was supposed to smash a prop guitar, but the crew accidentally handed him a priceless antique guitar borrowed from a museum.
Music time's over.
Not realizing the mix-up, Russell smashed the real one to pieces, leaving everyone stunned. In A Knight's Tale, after Will wins his first sword match, the crowd stays awkwardly silent until Roland gets them cheering.
We walk in the garden of his turbulence!
The extras were mostly Czech and didn't realize they were supposed to cheer right after Chaucer's speech. If you look closely, you can even see some extras start to raise their hands before stopping when they notice Bettany isn't finished talking yet. In E.T., there's a memorable moment when Elliot's mom opens the fridge door and accidentally knocks E.T. onto his back, not realizing he's in the kitchen. The plan was simply for the door to block E.T. from view, but she opened it a little too far and toppled the puppet. It turned out so funny that they left it in.
But I think you killed him already.
In Scream, the moment Billy hit Stu with the phone was a real accident. The fake blood made it slip from Skeet Ulrich's hand. Matthew Lillard's iconic reaction was completely improvised.
Hit me with the phone,
In The Master, Joaquin Phoenix unexpectedly smashed a historic porcelain toilet during a rage-filled scene. Neither he nor the director thought he would actually break it. In Stripes, the moment where Bill Murray loads the rich woman's suitcases into the trunk and accidentally hits himself in the crotch was completely real. He genuinely smacked himself with the case.
Oh, my balls. Oh, my balls.
In Fight Club, even though most of the fights were carefully choreographed, the very first punch was completely real.
You want me to hit you?
That's right. When Tyler tells the narrator to hit him, the director secretly told Edward Norton to actually punch Brad Pitt for a genuine reaction. Not knowing exactly where to aim, Norton ended up hitting Pitt right in the ear.
Why the ear, man? I fucked it up.
In Green Lantern, when Carol realizes Hal is the Green Lantern, her funny rant calling out his flimsy disguise was actually an ad-lib by Blake Lively.
How did you know it was me?
I've known you my whole life! I've seen you naked! You don't think I would recognize you because I can't see your cheekbones?
In Fast and Furious 6, one of the funniest exchanges was completely improvised by Dwayne Johnson.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby, or... I'm just playing.
You better hide that big-ass forehead.
I was just joking.
The comeback was so unexpected that Ludacris did a genuine spit take on camera, while Tyrese managed to stay in character and go with it.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby, or... I'm just playing.
You better hide that big-ass forehead.
I was just joking.
In Rain Man, there's a famous phone booth scene where Dustin Hoffman suddenly lets out a real fart, catching Tom Cruise off guard. The moment wasn't scripted at all. Hoffman did it for real, and Cruise's annoyed reaction was completely genuine.
Yeah, Charlie Babbitt, I'll hold.
Fart.
Did you fart, Ray?
Fart.
Did you f***ing fart?
Fart.
In While You Were Sleeping, a newspaper boy accidentally slips on ice with his bike in a random transition scene. It has nothing to do with the plot, but it's hilarious. In The Princess Diaries, the moment where Mia slips and falls off the bleachers wasn't planned. It was a real accident that the director chose to keep. Heather Matarazzo breaks character for a second, but Anne Hathaway is too busy laughing to notice.
Are you okay?
Number 3, what was number 3?
In The Birdcage, one of the funniest moments happens during the dinner party scene. While talking about the shrimps, Robin Williams suddenly slips and falls, then pops right back up. The fall wasn't planned, it was a real slip, but his flawless recovery made the moment so good that they left it in the film.
It's okay. We're all right. It's fine. Damn it. The shrimp.